Hello again. Most ordinary people have long ago stopped trying to talk openly about immigration and its baleful effects, for they know that any intellectual, academic or politician within earshot will soon be yelling at them for being racist. It comes as something of a pleasant surprise, therefore, to see a senior figure at the Bank of England who has felt able to say out loud what we all know, which is that the terrible shortage of affordable rented accommodation in Britain is actually caused by immigration. It could hardly be otherwise, really. Last year, the population in this country increased by around 700,000. That's getting on for 750,000. In that same year, 2023, 133,213 new homes were completed. This would provide accommodation for about half the immigrants who arrived to live here, which, by the way, included over 250,000 Indians. What do you think the rest did when they wanted somewhere to live? Well, most of them rented a place, which would mean that hundreds of thousands of rental properties would be needed for them. Let's ask a simple question now, and I might mention that it's a guiding principle in my life and always has been that if I don't know something, I ask a question, even if it sounds really foolish and makes people think that I'm a bit simple. So let's ask a very simple question. Does anybody think that the situation I outlined above would improve things for British people hoping to find a flat to rent? Does anybody think that it would make no difference at all to the state of affairs regarding rental property? And how many of you think this would mean a shortage of rented property, which would have the effect of driving up rents and making it harder for our family members to find somewhere to live? I'm not, of course, an economist. Still less am I the chief economist at the Bank of England. And by the way, in the description to this video, I give a link to what the chief economist at the Bank of England has been saying on the subject. But even I can work out this one. What is remarkable and possibly encouraging is that people like that are now feeling able to say the obvious, to say what we all know and have been saying privately for years, that immigration is exacerbating the problem with housing. It could hardly be otherwise with the huge numbers of people coming to this country. Something else which is now being openly spoken of is another of those things which most of us have known for a long time, which is that immigration may not be a net economic gain for British society. When you tot up the taxes paid by immigrants and then set them against the social security benefits paid out, the school places provided and the medical care claimed, it is unlikely that the balance sheet is in this country's favour. What has happened is that, like all propagandists, those who are in favour of open borders and unrestricted immigration have come to believe their own propaganda. They have spent so long telling us about all the surgeons, teachers and engineers who are flooding into the country and stimulating the economy by paying taxes and helping to run the health service and so on, that when the truth is revealed, which is that the majority of those coming here are ill-educated and doing poorly paid jobs for which they pay little tax while claiming universal benefits, accessing hospitals and taking school places for their children, these people are taken aback. They honestly didn't realise that that was the real situation. Once again, just as in the case of the housing crisis, reality is shocking to these people. Although some of them at least are starting to accept that they were wrong and we, the people, have been right all along.